So you know how Dave has been out of town for a month?
Yeah.
We share a deodorant.
What kind? I get that.
The Crystal from Whole Foods.
Okay.
You know that one?
I do know which one, but I don't like that one.
Why not?
I don't like their scents.
No, it's unscented.
Oh, it's unscented. I like that.
But so my deodorant is just out of town.
Okay, I do want to talk about this. I do want to talk about this.
I feel like you're just ignoring.
No, because I have family that is very anti-deodorant.
Okay.
Including my mom, who never wears deodorant.
But you guys are Asian.
I know, she really doesn't smell. It's crazy. I scratch and sniff her armpit like a sticker, hoping to find a scent, and there's not a scent to find.
Yeah, you never smell. Jules, I was like,
get in camera.
You're late. She was not tripping at all.
No, she doesn't care.
Why are you not stressed that you're late? She goes, oh, because I'm always late.
You think she gives a shit about us?
My heart was pounding today when the time went up 7 minutes.
This is millennial versus Gen Z.
Oh my God.
Wait, Jules, are those bobbies too?
No. Those are from Urban Outfitters. I asked her on Friday night when she came over. We had a Friday night hang. Just kidding. She was babysitting. But
and Jules is our babysitter now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry donuts act on you.
What? The slug community are the best, I just have to say. I've already seen 3 people this week who are like, I absolutely love that podcast. It is my favorite. I feel like I'm hanging out with my friends.
You guys!
Yeah. This girl, Diana.
On the Patreon. We have a brand new episode on there pretty much every week for you. Plus we have vlogs. Plus we are talking about things we just don't get to on the regular show. And shout out to our golden slugs, Brandon and Thomas. And you guys, trust me, you're going to love the Patreon. Like, we're delivering. If you've been a longtime fan and you're just craving a little more of us, you will not regret it. $5, by the way, for all that we've done. For all that we've given you.
It's only $5?
For $10, you get episodes early.
But then we also have Findom relationships with Thomas and Brandon.
Our daddies.
Our daddies are golden slug daddies.
I love that.
It's a good deal. Trust us.
$1 per
We're
brother.
Asian and Jewish. We're giving you a good deal.
It is a really good deal.
Thank you for saying that.
Donut fish butted on me. Yeah, it was all over my socks and my sweatpants.
Wait, you didn't tell me that she did it all over you?
I didn't notice. I thought she did it on the carpet, and then I went home and it was still on me, the smell.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm really sorry. Are you?
Should be. Do you never express her anal glands?
Wait, no.
groomers do
Stubbs
it.
fish butted on
only
my
when I take
pillow.
her.
Yeah.
Jules, I don't. She never does that.
What? So was she just so nervous? Like,
I don't know, because you said she was shaking.
Just
Yeah.
excited, maybe.
she was shaking the whole time too, so.
It's all Esther's fault.
No, not.
That is
It is because
an
you...
inappropriate way to treat a mother.
Welcome to our college-themed episode. I forgot that we had a theme.
Well, I love your college gear. It's just dark because those were dark years.
Well, then I need that outfit.
They were dark in the beginning, but I finished on top.
Okay, well, that's why you have a lay.
No, this is for Jules. She's graduating next week.
Oh my God. Jules, I'm going to
It's not a real lay.
Oh.
How do you feel?
What are your grades like?
Don't ask. Don't ask. Well, right now,
She got so serious.
it's like
Don't ask.
a B.
Don't ask.
A B. B's.
Bees are so good.
Yeah, these are great
Yeah,
in
but
college.
after I took a test yesterday and that was so bad.
Who cares? You have 1 week left. Who gives a No employer is going to be like, let me see your grades,
Yeah.
your college report
one.
card. Not one.
Not one.
Bees are good because it shows you like you get good grades, but you're also like doing other things in life.
Yeah.
Like if you get A's, you're kind of like, do you have any friends? I don't know.
Did I?
Did you get A's? You're so dumb. There's no way you got A's.
Yeah, dude. And I was on scholarship for my academics, which is crazy.
You also
So I had to
were-
maintain a 3.6 GPA every semester.
Jenna in college I just picture her like
Insane.
sitting in in the hallway outside my dorm, like 3 bowls of cereal deep, just like eyes in a book. But I don't know. It's more like a performance than like.
Bro, I actually just found some of my notebooks from college. The way that I found it is f***ed up. My mom was using it as a to-do list, but she didn't want to throw out all of my notes from college.
I wouldn't either. If I still had mine, I'd keep them. Because it reminds me of how smart I used to be and how much information the fact that I did organic chemistry for a whole year
I
and I
loved
did
organic
synthesis.
chemistry.
And if I were to look at that notebook now,
That was like my favorite because it made sense to me because there was like math involved.
That synthesis drowned me. So for a whole year, you do organic chemistry plus a lab. If I were to look at my notes now, I'm like, I don't know who wrote that. I don't understand a thing.
But also
Forget
different from
everything.
yours is that when I was doing organic chemistry,
Why were you taking? You're a theater major.
I know. I took an extra math class as well because I was like, oh, this is fun. It was horrible. I made my life miserable. But the difference between mine and yours was it was like my only class of that. You had probably 10.
Science classes.
Yeah.
Listen, so I have a theory. So the way my mom describes bodily scents, there's actually levels to the game. I know you were saying, Esther, you're right, your armpits don't smell good, right? But is it that it's fully ripe or perhaps
Rotten?
No.
Oh.
Because Jules, what's the first level is piot, right?
Yeah.
And piot is not bad. Piot is kind of like a cute little
Yeah.
I like a little.
I'm piot all the time.
Okay, so
Okay,
piot
there's
is actually
levels.
very cute. And then there's what is amoy pawis? It's like the day.
Yeah, like you're done for like work and everything, and then you
Okay.
go home and
You smell like the day is
Yeah.
like amoy pawis, right?
Which is also kind of okay, right?
It's sometimes on
Oh.
certain types of skin, I'm like, you smell like a chicken coop, like you need a shower. But what's the other one? Anghit?
Anghit is
Anghit is supreme ripeness. Anghit is supreme ripeness. And I think my theory is that you actually only have piot.
Yeah. I'm just piot all the time.
Can you check her piot,
Even
Jenna?
when I'm out of the shower, I'm piot. Like I can't control it. And I'm just so grateful that I feel finally seen by the Filipino culture because in my culture, we don't have anything to explain me and for me to understand myself because I feel like so validated because I get home from work and I have the day on me.
and it's
And it's not
cute.
that- and
See,
it's
I
fine.
smell because I didn't put deodorant on today.
Is it anghit or is it piot?
I think it's just piot.
Smell it.
Oh my god.
It's like I'm sweating and it's nasty. Ew, you just put your nose onto it.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's not
What's
that-
the word?
piot?
It's piot?
Yeah.
Jules, I'm sorry that donut anally leaked on you.
Okay, but if you smell Esther, it's not piot. If that's piot.
No, but I smelled Esther too the other week. It was fine.
Okay. What about the other week in Palm Springs?
Oh yeah, that was.
I was
Your
traveling.
voice just dropped 8 octaves.
I was traveling.
I traveled yesterday.
But then, don't some dudes like that? Like
I-
the
yeah.
smell of the day, and then they like to
of
like.
course.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, they do. Trust me, they like it. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna name names, but a lot of boyfriends they put their nose right up there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they like it.
But I like it too. If I like you, I
Yeah.
like
Yeah, your
all of your
smell is
scents.
not like I need to get out of the elevator. It's just distracting to me sometimes.
I think people like it. That's all.
Yeah, people do.
Does Dave?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't think he does. I do not think he does.
Dave has never been like, let me smell your armpit, but in the past, others have.
Ew. This feels like, I don't know, like I'm watching Bridesmaids.
Oh, like you're now grossed out at my sexuality?
No, just at your performance of it.
Oh.
It seems like loser. I'm not grossed out at all. I wish you would tell me more.
No, I just can't. It's just funny who the people are, and I don't want to.
No, I'm not talking about that. I mean your sex life.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not grossed out about your sex life at all. The stuff that Kalila has told me.
What have I told you? I'm dirty. I'm nasty. Love it. I'm a nasty little.
You know what I like about it is that you, like me, unlike what Esther thinks,
Yeah.
we just say it transparently, directly, gently. We're not like trying to make it nasty. We're just saying it factually.
No, I'm a dirty.
Yeah,
Do
but you be
role play
saying it.
in your new
Yeah,
relationship.
I role played.
Do you role play in your new relationship?
No.
Yeah, it's kind of a not.
We're romancy.
Yeah.
He's my prince.
I think.
I love that.
He's my prince.
Wait, have you ever role played?
No, I don't think.
She's
can't-
never played.
Yeah, I don't think I can be that serious and think it's like real, and then.
Yeah.
But part of it is also laughing at it being like, this is so silly.
Oh, so you guys laugh and then.
I laugh during sex
Or is it
sometimes.
serious?
I cannot laugh and be horny at the same time. It is
I can.
physically impossible for me to go, hee, that was so funny, and then not dry up.
The funniest.
Oh my God, I literally have been on.
Oh, why? See, look at Kalila doesn't do that. Kalila doesn't go, you're gross. You're gross.
But she's talking about her prints right now. She's not talking about her.
The hair. Like, are you a male comic in the 80s? You're so gross.
But I wasn't trying to be sexual. I was trying to be funny right now.
But it's gross.
I was trying to do a funny thing that I've done that was funny, not that was like, ooh, sexy.
Okay, what? Go ahead. Finish your little freak out. You're so nasty.
I've laughed during sex. Like I'm not
You
a
can say
good.
that sitting still.
Yeah, but you can't show it when you literally on a you turn around and go. I literally said whatever I was like, touch that little dangly thing to swing the back of my throat. I said one of the lines from that song because at the time I was so obsessed with WAP.
Yeah.
That I did that.
Remember when we were so obsessed with ass?
As
That's a great line.
stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer time. Beanie, beanie. Yeah. I'm not a
It's
good
an
person
iconic
during
song.
sex, I guess.
Yeah, I can't be funny. Sound
And then
off
I'll
in
be
the
like-
comments if you can giggle and come, because it
I don't giggle. I'm like cackling and then coming.
But
I'm
doesn't
not
that
like,
take you out of the sexual like energy?
Yeah, it takes you out of it.
No, because I think like laughter is a loose energy, right? And so is being sexual. It's not like a tight energy. But
Wait.
it does make sense what you're saying.
For me, it's like we'll be like going at something. And
Oh, this is the first time she said anything
and
sexual.
yeah, watch how like proper I am about it.
It was
I'm just
gross
sitting
because it was like
still.
fake.
My
Going
posture-
at something, it made me think of a mother talking about like about my mother or your mother saying, going at something.
Look at my posture and just how elegant I am when I speak about it.
You look like Humpty Dumpty
We'll be
on
going
the
at
wall.
Show us how you go at it, Esther.
Yeah.
I'll be laying there like this.
Have a bell, sweet silver bell, seem to say throw kiss away.
And then I'll go like this. And then Dave will be like, what? And I'll go like that, like, and then we and it's donut. And I get so like I can't.
Okay, well that's like you're taking it out of you two because you're looking at a fucking dog.
She's there. She'll like sometimes she'll literally like walk up to us while it's happening, and it's so
Well, it's
cute.
happening. You're just weird about it.
No, you are. Say that sentence the way you would say it.
Sometimes the dog will be there like while we're having sex.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate, Esther.
It's happening.
It's happening sounds like you're in a Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
Praise
that sounds
be.
a little bit too.
Under his eye.
Hold on. So Jules was like the final straw for me to break up with someone.
Why?
I got into a pretty not healthy relationship after my breakup,
I know this.
but not the extent.
No, yeah, I know.
And I kind of kept it under wraps because I'm just like, I don't need my family to know how he speaks to me.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I was in New York.
You're
And-
so hot. It's so hard to like listen
Oh, thank
to
you. Thank you. I appreciate
Like
that.
focus. Okay.
And I was in New York, and then he sent me just like insane barrage of like really crazy text messages, and I sent it to my sister, and then my sister sent it to Jules, and then she was like, this is the first time Jules has ever like been like, no, you need to never speak to this person again.
I love that.
Like she was very
Really?
parental with me, and she was like, this is not okay. Like this is dead.
It was so tiring because like I would just hear Ate Kalaya on the next room just like every night just screaming and like arguing at
What?
this guy.
Yeah.
It was so
got
Because
bad.
everywhere I went, even if I was gone for like 5 minutes, he thought I was just, it was crazy. And we weren't even exclusive. And he was like acting absolutely out of his
Oh,
fucking
you really
mind.
hid this from me.
Oh,
Because
I
I
hid
was
it.
in New York with you.
Yeah, I hid it from everyone.
she hid it for me too. Don't worry.
But I don't care. I don't care about you. What? I don't care.
If I were to say I knew, you'd be like, why did you know?
I wouldn't care if you knew. We have
But-
our own special connection that you would
Don't
never
say special
understand.
connection.
You would
That's
never understand.
All
what
of
we
this to
have.
say, as experienced as someone can be and grown and adult, you can still get sucked into something.
I'm actually shocked by
toxic.
that because
Yeah.
I would not have seen that for you.
but it's
you're
because
so
it did.
strong.
This is who I think, right?
Yeah.
It's also because it didn't start that way. So that's what happens. It's not like you saw it and you chose to be a part of that. It did not start that way at all.
And when someone like threatens like self-harm if they don't get their way with you, to me that is like the ultimate like manipulative, like emotionally abusive shit.
You guys are similar where you will just go through something and then you'll wait 5 years before you tell me. And I'll be like, okay. Me, I'm like, the second it happens, I'm telling everyone everything. You guys will hold it in so calmly and casually. Yes, both of you do that. Do you do that, Jules?
Yeah, she's the most delayed reporter.
But I think I've learned that from you too. They were like,
Why? Because I'm delayed?
yeah.
No, because you know what it is, Jules? I don't want to put that on your day.
Yeah.
If I really need your help, and I did
Yeah.
eventually ask you for your advice, right? I'm like, hey, is this crazy?
Yeah.
Because I knew you would have like really good insight. But no, you're going about your life. I'm not going to put that on you.
I think that I got to, I don't know if this is with you too, I got to a certain age where that behavior in me started happening, where there was a delayed response. Because when I was younger, everyone's going through stuff and there's not like real big life things that you feel like people can't give their focus to you.
Right.
Unless this is the last conversation that I'm going to have about this, I can't be like
I don't know how
just.
you guys wait. I'm
well,
like,
I think I got bad advice by from watching Married at First Sight.
What?
It's a show I watch, MAFS. I love it. Been watching since season 1. So one of
is
the
what you do when you're not answering my call?
yes,
This is what Kalila does when she's not answering your call.
Same to you, bro.
So one of the couples counselors on there was like, do not share fights with your family members.
Oh, yes.
Because that's something you as a couple should be working out. And I think I took that a little too far.
Literally,
where it's
yeah.
like, even when someone was being abusive, I was like, okay, don't share it with your family because they'll think differently of him. And then they'll continue to have this idea even after we've already resolved it as a couple.
That makes sense. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it makes sense that was your thought process is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between arguing and mistreatment and abuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're two different things.
That's a good, that was good. You said something good.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's kind of juvenile when you think about it to like go to your friends and complain about your partnership or whatever. It's like, I think it should be dealt with like within the couple or like a couples therapist or something.
As long as it's in the
Not
like no
abuse.
foul play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as long as they're not being abused or, someone isn't like in a narcissistic trap,
Or
chokehold.
make sure that you're also sharing like the good shit, because a lot of times you only share the bad shit and then you wonder why your friends have this like perception of your partner and only a negative light. And it's like, well, bitch, you only done shared with me the bad stuff.
I've seen this go down with so many friends where I'm like, oh, this is so easy. Just break up with them. It's so bad. And then they never do. And they're always together. And you're like, finally in my adulthood, I'm like, okay, clearly things are good. They're only coming to me with the bad.
Yeah.
Because when someone's like, they did this and you're like, just break up. It's so easy. But you're missing the whole other piece of
They're
the pie.
reporting a fraction.
Yeah. Okay, so it's college theme. Let's talk about majors and minors that like might be an ick or a turn on. Mm-hmm. I feel like a business major, ick.
A little ick.
Communications. Remember, everyone was communications.
We're going to go through a list, Jenna.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not just like throwing it out there. There's a list on the board.
I'm not looking because I don't want to get a migraine.
Oh, me green. Yeah, we got to save her from me green.
Okay, sorry.
History major,
Wet.
Turn on.
Love it.
yeah.
Love a history major.
Love it.
Because you know that then you'll be like hanging out with that guy or girl and then they'll be able to like explain something to you.
Yeah.
Dude, for some reason, R knows so much history. I think it's because like his grandmother or whatever taught it or some shit. I don't know why I should. We'll be randomly somewhere and he's like, oh yeah, that's because in 1588, so-and-so here and blah, blah. And I'm like, what?
That's
How do
really
you-
hot.
That's hot.
How do you, he just constantly knows all of this information.
Right.
And I don't know shit about fuck. I love it.
We have a game called Professor Dave where when I don't know about something, he'll get up and like give an actual lecture.
That's a role play.
I know.
love that.
I know. It's
oh
really
my
fun. Maybe you could
gosh.
be there
I'm
for
going to
the next
start
one.
that with, oh. Yes, I'll be there.
Film major, I'm going
No.
ick.
Yeah, I'm going to go with ick.
It's like,
Wait, does it have to be either or, ick or?
it could be whatever. Do you have a middle tier?
Yeah, middle tier is like, yeah, we could be friends. That'd be cool if I was friends with you.
But I feel like
You know what your problem is, Jenna?
What?
What if I said to you, our whole friendship, I hate the most is your neutrality.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people would agree with you. R will ask me, like, would you rather this or that? We'll be laying in bed, just like a fun, if you had to do this or that. And I go, well, but what if? And he's like, no, there's no in between. It's just this one or that one.
Which is probably really good, like, tool to, because life is nuanced, right? You should be able to argue for both sides always. But in this case, does it turn you on or does it dry you up?
Yeah, I'm not a good person. It's really hard for me to pick either or.
Okay, well, can you answer the question though?
Film? Ick.
Ick.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you
All right.
articulate why?
I just picture people talking about like, yeah, Hitchcock and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't give no motherfucks. Even if you're my friend,
You see,
I don't give a
how
fuck.
amazing it is when you take a stance.
This particularly happened to me just a couple days ago, though. My friend was like, oh, I went to this place because they were having a film something. And I was like, they were doing a 12-hour showing of all of his whoever's films. And I was like,
It's like Tito Bobby too. He's such a movie elitist. It's so.
So he doesn't. If you don't know Kurosawa, if you don't know Paris, Texas, if you don't know Being There, who Chauncey Gardner is, you're basically he's
I'm
like
flatlining right now.
exactly.
But I think that's cool for that person to like love that shit and know that and care about it.
Do you know how many times he's mentioned something, and because I don't want to have the conversation of him like looking down at me and be like, oh gosh, like you're such a peasant for not knowing that, I've like Googled shit on the side and quick synopsis so that I can come back and he'll be like, wow, you're so impressive. I can't believe you know that.
I've never in my 15 years thought to do that. I'm so gonna.
That is so, I know that you do that.
Because
I'm
then he
doing
just
that.
shuts the fuck up and he doesn't explain it to me. If I say I watched it and he's like, well, what's it about? And I can give, then the conversation is done in 20 seconds.
Wait, you're a film elitist though.
I am a film elitist in that I do have like a broad knowledge
You
of
have
like
a broad
old
knowledge
film.
of everything, of musicians, of movies,
But-
of people, of shows, of history. You have broad knowledge of everything.
I don't judge anyone's like choice in anything.
No.
Like
Except if you have no choice.
I like that your playlist is all over the place.
No,
like,
I meant
don't
that I'm neutral.
care. It's like whatever makes you happy makes you happy. If it's like
Makes you happy.
like the other day, you know what he did to me that to really enrage me is our whole relationship. I've asked him. There's this director from Hong Kong. He's like the most iconic director. His name is Wong Kar-wai. And a lot of his movies are my favorite movies of all time. Chungking Express, In the Mood for Love, just superiorly
The fact
like
that you can even
cinematic
remember
movies.
a movie title is psycho to me.
But
Okay,
it's like
that's a problem, and we have a doctor here that you need to have a seat with.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, like I can't remember anything.
And then he texts, I think I sent you the screenshot of the text because I was like, what kind of psychotic shit is this? He texts me a little picture of the movie poster for In the Mood for Love. And he goes, hey, you should really watch this film. After 10 years of me
hell
saying,
no.
you have to watch this. And he was like, I don't want to watch some Hong Kong director.
I would have driven to his house.
And I was like, how do you know about it? He said, oh, some girl I'm dating made me watch it. And then I was like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate
You
you.
really said that. I
I did.
hate you. I hate you.
I said, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Then what happened?
And then he called me and he was like, I was just kidding.
Do you think it's true?
That what?
He was just kidding.
No. I think that a girl jogged his, probably was like, hey, you really, he was dating a Chinese girl. And so the Chinese girl was probably like, In the Mood for Love is just like a superior film. Like every frame is a photograph. And he was probably like, wow, let me watch that. And in the middle of it, he's probably like, oh my God, Kalila told me to watch this. She's right. It's great. And then wanted to pierce my heart and then do this.
By the way, is that not every girl's fucking nightmare you just laid out for the other girl, where it's like you show a guy something
Oh, of course.
and then he thinks of another girl?
Oh, you're giving me a different way of thinking about
That
this.
would kill me. I show a guy something I think is cool, and then he's like, oh, I need to show this to another girl. That is a knife in the chest.
Because I thought you were going to say the one where like you do all of the work and the
Yeah.
emotional labor and you change them in ways that are just so wonderful. And then they're like, meh. And then they break up with you or they're with someone else and they're just like that full.
That's a
changed
that's
person.
a fantasy.
That's not a fantasy. That has happened.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Because people don't change that much. Because I see that all the time.
Yeah,
with girls.
they do.
Oh, he's going to be better for the next. I don't think so. I think it's fake.
I think Jenna's
it's
right.
real.
No.
I've seen it happen, bitch.
I think so. I think they glow up with you. I
Maybe
think
you just
that,
don't put that work in.
It's not about me.
Oh my God, that is a hack.
That's so smart.
Don't
That's
make them
so
better.
smart.
Yeah. Well, you guys are out here making men better.
Bitch, I be cooking in the kitchen, making them better. Add a little bit of this,
until-
take a little bit of that out.
Not until we have a child together. Before that, I'm not here to make your life better. I'm here to make it worse. I'm here to scare you. I'm here to trick you. I'm here to torture you. I'm not improving you.
Oh, it was so smart.
No, you're right. Because it's like, why are we putting in all of that work?
Okay, back to our board, guys. Theater major, Jules.
Oh, God.
It depends, because
Does it depend on the gender?
no.
Oh, okay.
I had like a theater class and they seem cool. It's just their energy is
Thespian.
thespians.
Like, you
yeah.
can tell that I was a thespian.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And I was way
Ooh,
worse
Esther-
before.
I saw that.
You saw
She
me
head
look
to
at her
toed you
boobs?
just now. Can we roll the tapes? Cue this.
I looked at her boobs. Okay?
I was going to say, then she just looked right at my boobs when I looked at
actually
her.
was literally like, if you really zoom in close, I was like this, like trying not, like shaking, because I'm like, I know then the production will have to blur it out. They don't want to.
So thespian ick.
No.
Theater ick. Okay, I'll go with that.
Ick for
Ick,
sure. That's
ick
easy.
100%.
Easy. Health major.
Yeah, I know.
Ick.
Because why?
Because men shouldn't care about their own health, and they shouldn't be researching
Oh,
it.
you're only thinking about men? Oh.
Yeah.
I was just
No.
thinking in general.
Yeah, health is okay.
Health is all right, yeah.
It's like ick adjacent. You have to pick one.
Wait, do you remember those two guys that sat in the front row with us in our
Touch
health
me
class?
again.
Do you remember though?
That's so nice.
Do you remember or not?
Yes.
The two dorks.
With the glasses?
Yeah. It was like a huge lecture hall, and everyone would always sit in the back, and there'd be like no one in the first 40 rows, and me and Jenna would always sit in the front row with these two
Yep.
guys.
And the crazy thing about the front row is that it's like a movie theater, right? Because the teacher's on a
we're like
podium.
leaning
So you're like this the whole time. Instead of sitting 40 rows back and looking at them like that, we're looking at slides like this the whole...
That was the class where I asked you if I could have a bite of your food, and you said, "How dare you ask me for a bite of my food when you know I have another class right after this?" And it really, I really thought it would turn me on.
You know what's so funny? I never understood that behavior ever. When people don't just be like, yeah, of course, here, have it, until I got pregnant. When Aloha would be like, can I have a piece of mango? I would sneer. I'm like, who do you think you are? Like, I am literally like dying over here. I'm perishing. Like, how dare you ask me for this like tiny like grain of rice? Like, I was so
Damn.
angry, and I totally get it now.
Well, but I wasn't pregnant. I was just fat. I just gained a bunch of weight. For me, it was more so that I had booked my days from 7:45 until 11 p.m. at night.
You were so crazy.
So crazy. And I didn't have any time in between.
Wait, did you graduate?
Yeah.
Wow, so you're the only dropout here.
Yeah.
I didn't have any time between, and I had allergies. So I had planned my food so particularly that it was like Esther would come. She wasn't just going to take a bite. She was going to be like, give me this sandwich.
It's so I can't even picture, because now I never ask anyone for bites of anything because I just don't want it.
She scarred you.
Maybe
You literally learned how to be generous
Wow,
from
Jenna.
me and how to
Yeah.
share from me. Esther did not know how to share before me.
That's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
Sharing came really late for me in life.
I see that.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Because her and I, no matter what, do you need something from here? Like, if
Yeah,
she's
we're sharing everything.
I will have another show at the Comedy Store May 31st in the Belly Room. You can get tickets at the link below.
Tell us about the best shampoo, conditioner, hair product line. There's also the leave-in spray.
leaving
The leave-in spray is next level. I have friends who cannot brush their hair or who cannot brush their
And
kids'
one
hair.
of those friends is me, which is why I created Ebb. It is super clean hair care, no nasties, no petrochemicals. It's reef safe. It smells delicious.
We love Ebb. I have it in all my bathrooms. Go to ebboceanclub.com. And I hear there may be new stuff coming.
Maybe a lot of really fun stuff coming.
What? Oh my God, we need the tea.
Stuff that makes it easier to travel with Ebb.
Possibly.
Perhaps, perchance.
For the summer.
Possibly.
Also, I'm running low on Ebb, so tell us how you can buy it again.
EbOceanClub.com and our Instagram at EbOceanClub.
So today we found out that me and Esther actually smell exactly the same
That
when
was
we don't
crazy.
wear deodorant.
You smell so bad.
Yeah, you didn't believe it because I be wearing Pit Stop that I be making. And you know me believing me that it works. Esther had no idea that I was going to smell that bad. If you a stinky girl like us, which you are because it's normal and it's natural, but you don't like the chemicals, go to bytiajenna.com.
Where can we find it in person, though?
Oh, at Potluck Local. It is a store in Highland Park. If you don't want to buy it online, but you just want to go to Potluck Local. It is a really cute store, and they have it there for sale. I think there's only 5 left now, so go and get it. And if you want to get it online, bytiajenna.com.
And honestly, if you just want to smell like all of us, Tia Jenna.
It smells so good. Like, it's so good.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Follow the Instagram, bytiajenna.com.
Okay, this major is we have to be really thoughtful about this one. Psychology.
I have my answer.
I'm going to say no. Ick.
Yeah, it's Nick.
I think it's good.
You're
like
disgusting.
It is also Dave's major, so I've had to learn to love it.
No way.
Was it an intentional, like, I really actually want to get into psychology, or was it because it's an easy thing to graduate with and you can get through college pretty fast?
I don't know. I know he wasn't looking for getting
Wasn't he
through
like at
college
Harvard or something?
Yeah. What? It's
He's just
easy.
so smart. Yeah.
Wait, what do you think of psychology?
I just feel like they're gonna just gaslight and mansplain you
therapize you.
everything.
Yeah, therapy
and
speak.
I just don't want to deal with that. So ick.
Yeah, it's if it's the right person though, they'll do it appropriately. Like Dave will just be kind about his diagnosis of me. He also will always say things to me that I feel like maybe come from his psych major of like, you can never know what's going on inside someone else's head. Like he always says that, which is like you're
That's
so
really
not
true.
fun to gossip with, like because he just shuts it down.
He's so decent. Yesterday I had a moment of like rage
What do you
because I
mean?
just needed to
That's also decent. That's human.
I was raging out at what the fuck is his name? The guy from Hustle and Flow.
Okay, never mind. That's not decent.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. Basically being like, I turned down the Marvin Gaye role because I found out that Marvin Gaye was gay. And Quincy Jones said that I would have to be in a scene where I have to kiss a man and I would, cut my lips off if I had to do that. And
Okay, so you're feeling rage because you're a decent human.
And I was trying to tell Aloha, like, look at this fucking dickhead saying he'd cut off his lips. And like you, he's very neutral. He likes to see where everyone's coming from.
I'm not
Aloha?
neutral.
Yeah.
I'm not neutral with
Hate.
anything with like the queer community at
so
all.
he should be allowed to make that choice as a man. And I'm like, yes, but he did not need to say that he would cut his lips off if he kissed a man. Like
Yeah.
that part is so unnecessary. But that's a kind of like neutrality that I'm just like enrages me a little bit.
That is very Jenna.
Oh man, yeah. Because when you said what he said, I was like, damn, I do see what he's talking
Yeah, he was
about.
like, the homophobia is wrong. He didn't have to say that, but he's like, that's still his choice to turn down a role.
Yeah.
And
But why the fuck did he need to keep that shit to yourself?
exactly, yeah.
Aloha is correct. You can absolutely turn that role down, and you can actually absolutely be uncomfortable with kissing
Yeah.
a man,
Correct.
like for sure. But yeah, why are you like running your mouth about it? Why do you have to show it off? Or to me, it's like, what's really going on there?
Yeah, why do you have to
Yeah.
make it so mean and intense and
Exactly.
nasty?
Because haven't we talked about this before? Where it's like, if you ask a guy if they're gay, you can kind of
Yes.
almost tell if they're like, no,
Yes.
or if they're just like, no.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
they're like, no.
It's
If they
true.
become like outwardly biblical,
Yeah.
Then
and
they've
like,
sucked the dick
yeah,
before.
exactly. Where you're like, I would rather cut my lips off.
It's like, okay, all you watch is gay porn.
yeah, it's like you just go home and you jerk off to gay porn.
And
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay either way.
And you know what else also goes so far as to say it's okay to do that secretly. But it's like, it just sucks when you have to like use it and then hurt others
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Next on
I was
here,
trying to call
engineering.
Oh, okay,
I would say
wait.
this is a
Ick. What?
Why? Just all of college is ick. How about that? If you have a
Maybe.
college degree, it's an ick.
It's Renato. Hey, Chantito, I have a question. You're on the podcast. What annoys you about when you ask me, like, would you rather questions about like this or that? What do I normally say?
I usually give you a couple of options, but you never choose either of the options.
Yeah, they were saying that I'm like always neutral and that it's the most fucking annoying thing ever.
Extremely annoying. They are 100% right. It's a multiple choice exam and you want to fill in the blank.
Yes.
Exactly. That's exactly Jenna.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I love you. Have a good day.
I
Love
love you
you.
too.
I think engineer is an ick because to me it's just like, I don't know. I can't. You're right. I hate all majors. It's gross. They're all gross to me, except the one that Dave has.
Biology is a yes. If we're not going to do all of them, biology is a yes.
That's right, Jules. We're not an ick.
I went to
Is yours biology?
Yeah.
High
I went to
five.
this field trip last night, and the speaker was this old white guy and like a professor, and he was so hot.
Really?
Wow, so you're not into young white guys. You're into old white guys.
Yeah, and he was so smart. He was just talking about fishes, and I was like,
Wait,
oh.
were you in Long Beach Aquarium?
No, it's the Cabrillo at the.
Oh, the Cabrillo one. Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
talking
it
about
was-
fishes.
Why was it at 9 p.m.?
Yeah, that's
Because
weird.
it's the Grunion run, and they only spawn at that time.
But you got to see the grunion?
Yeah.
What's
Oh my
Grunion?
God.
Those are like fishes, and they come out after like high tide, and they just like put their like eggs in the
They
sand.
spawn in the sand.
Where
Yeah.
was this?
San Pedro.
San Pedro, yeah. It was really like it was a lot of fishes.
How old
Yeah.
was the guy that you call old?
Maybe like 60.
Okay, I was afraid she was going to say 40 something.
Well, I'm actually was hoping for that. You're attracted to a 60-year-old?
Yeah, because he was just so smart and just like he was funny.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And he's into like, he knows about the ocean, which is
The
like a big thing for you.
ocean. He was so hot. And I told my friends that, and they were like, huh? I don't see it.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm picturing him right now.
Jules is, her only type is smart. Like that's what she looks for,
I
is smart.
agree. I think
Yeah.
smart is such a turn on. What the second you feel like a guy is like a little bit dumber than you. It's
So
like,
I'm
what
not
is
your
the-
type.
What is the point of you?
Yeah.
A man needs to have like he needs to be bringing so much to the table,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs to be brain.
Because sometimes it bothers me that like R knows so much more than me. Not in a way that like I dislike it, but that it makes me realize how little I know. But
Wait,
you're
it's a
right.
great feeling to be to know less than the person you love.
Yeah.
You're right.
I feel safer when someone knows more than me.
You're right.
In an apocalypse, oh my God, that's your A team.
Except that Dave says that when there's an apocalypse, the first thing he's doing is killing himself.
Also,
Really?
Dave is not helping in an apocalypse. He's going to call me.
He said that me and Donut and Ace are on our own. He's going
I'll take you
first.
in. We'll take you in. You're
Yeah,
very
we
light to
got
carry.
you.
Thank you.
Aloha will piggyback you.
Yes, finally.
When is college gonna become obsolete? Like, are you gonna want Ace to go to college?
I think that college is unfortunately never going to become obsolete. Like, I think that to me, any sort of like planning ahead of like, oh, this is going to be pointless. Like, we don't even know like the next few years that like thinking that far ahead, I get too stressed. I'm like, just forget it. Just delete it. But I think to me, college is not hot because of the age bracket. Not that it's actually college. I just think of a man being
Ugh.
20.
Disgusting.
It's like,
disgusting.
it's like so nasty.
Oh,
Like, you
nasty.
better be 35 if you're gonna be a man.
it makes. Ugh. Yeah.
like, don't come near me under 35 as a man. That's just like, ugh.
And the way that they be acting when they're that age.
They're just babies. They're I don't know,
Are there
guys.
hot guys in your school?
Oh my! In my department, biology, there's no hot guys.
talent, zero
It's
talent.
so annoying. Like I walk around. I try to like look for
You're
them,
scouting.
and then there's nothing. They're always at the theater, comms. It's always that department, and it's
Because
like on the
they're like
other side.
outgoing. They've at least got that. The theater kids, they're at least like outgoing and they're welcoming.
Do you have a type?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's like you have to be smart
Are
and
you
not.
still anti-white dick?
Yeah. Like I
Really?
like white old dudes, but
So we
I
could
could
fuck.
never. But I could never suck their dick.
Tell us what happened when you saw white dick for the first time.
It was when I saw it, I was just like, oh, like it was just so. It was just so pale and translucent, but it was like big, so I was like, oh, nice. But then it was just too pale for me. I couldn't.
Was it see-through?
Almost.
You can see the veins.
Yeah, it was just
But
not.
what about it being pale bothers you?
I prefer brown, or purple, or like black, or whatever.
Wait, what is your thing with BBC?
Come here, give me high five. Yes, bitch. Okay,
I've never had a BBC, but I want to
What's a
try
BBC?
Big black cock, Jenna.
Oh.
I've had
Wait, I thought
Mexicans,
it was
Filipinos.
British.
Yes, bitch.
What did you think
Whites.
BBC meant?
British.
Bake Off?
British butt lift.
The British network, BBC.
Yeah.
BBC is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I watch all my favorite shows. But back to your Jules's BBC. It's just a curiosity. You want to be split in half?
Yeah. I also just want to, yeah.
Oh my god.
But you've tried BBC at the.
I did Black Guys like
She done
exclusively.
tried everything, Steve.
Yeah.
And I was
She done tried ABC, BBC.
But not whites.
but I think you'll be
Jules just randomly saying, but not whites is the best thing ever.
Do you think you could change your mind for the right white penis?
Maybe, but. Because I don't know. He wasn't too white, but then his dick was really white.
Wait, really? What was his ethnicity?
I don't know. I just met him
I think she
on-
means like his skin color wasn't like translucent white, but then his dick happened to be
because-
whiter than.
That's which is interesting because typically that area for
Genitals
me
are
is darker
darker.
than my
Same.
yeah, so that was an interesting combo. You were probably expecting it to be just a touch, a shade darker.
But what if you turn the lights off?
It was in the car.
Oh, wow.
God, you only have sex with the lights off, I bet.
No, I was exclusively lights on forever.
That's
What
so
a
cute.
creep.
I know.
I love that.
I like refuse lights off, but then lately I'm like, oh, this could be like a different vibe.
Yeah, I like that.
Like a little night light. You know, I'm just getting more mature. As I get more mature.
That's cool.
Your little hatch. Oh, Jules, your well wishes. I wish you a BBC.
Wait, what about white vagina?
I've never tried a vagina.
Okay.
I'm down, but I've never tried.
I feel like you'd be less grossed out by like a white vagina than a white dick.
Have you tried?
A white?
I know this
yeah.
I know this answer.
Okay, we're not discussing that.
Why do I not know?
Wait.
Because you
What?
think you could handle a sexual story?
Yeah, it's like I
Like
can't
this?
tell you anything.
That's true.
And
I'm
the thing
already
is-
upset.
The thing is, like, when I tell these stories, it's not like Kalila was like, ooh, yeah. When we tell each other like the most raunchiest of stories, the response from both of us is like, oh yeah, that's cute. That's great.
It's matter of fact.
Like she'll tell me stuff that is like so graphic and I've seen it.
No, we've gone through this. Kalila is matter of fact. You're something different.
But the response is like a gentle, like comforting, like I love that for you. As if she were just to tell me like, I just got into the ocean and like I had a nice swim. I'm like, I love that
the way
for
you
you.
even said that, I just got into the ocean.
I want to punch you in the face. That's how I feel when I look at your BBC.
Wait, Jules, I have a question. Do you want to be with a girl?
I'm down.
Careful how you answer that. Careful.
She said she's just down, so it means like if it happens, it
If it
happens.
happens,
If
it
it doesn't, it
happens.
doesn't. She's just
Okay.
open.
Yeah.
But you say
Why are
your
you like smiling a
I'm
little
just
bit?
This is fun. So your main.
I mean, this is fun. That's why we can't tell you anything sexual. You're the one who gets excited, not us.
Your number one pursuit right now is a BBC.
Yeah. ABC.
For the size or the color?
Both. But maybe more color.
I like that it's like specifically about the color. Hell
Do you
yeah.
like a white penis?
I don't dislike a white penis.
See that answer? See that answer?
Oh, a fake answer.
Well, it's not because I'm not like, yes, I really want a white penis and I don't hate it. Penises to me are like, honestly, like however they come. And they come. I don't have like a penile preference.
Huh. Interesting.
Like I've had a bunch of different colors.
Interesting.
My first boyfriend was black and white.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Neapolitan
Was
ice
spotted?
cream.
No, he was mixed.
Dalmatian?
That would be cute as fuck.
It would be.
I would love that. I don't.
I get demonetized like a motherfucker.
Okay, we have a game, and
Okay.
it's roommate deal breakers.
Okay, let us know if the following behaviors would be roommate deal breakers for you in college, Jules. Number 1, watches TikToks without headphones.
I'm okay with that. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that too.
The
Yeah.
second one, no.
Second one, I don't care.
Has loud sex 2 times a week.
Because that's a little too like performative.
Yeah.
Who cares as long as it doesn't wake me up?
And like they should follow Ate Kalai because I know Ate Kalai just puts on music and I know that she's having sex, and I'm fine with that.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of music is it?
I just put the TV. Sometimes I put BBC on very loud.
And they're like, here, we've got this nice truffle. And she's like,
It's cake week.
and so you don't know if they're going, or if it's Kalila like,
Do you
Yeah.
make noise?
You know, I don't make noise, but my partner is louder than me.
Really?
Yeah, so
that
I'm
makes
like,
sense. He's like,
he's a big, you know.
the way that I feel about hearing sex is like our culture is so fucked where we're more comfortable hearing arguments and domestic violence than people fucking.
Oh God.
That's how I
This is
feel. If you hear
so-
someone arguing, yeah, look at them agreeing with me, bitch. If you hear someone arguing, you're not like, oh, if you hear someone
Yeah.
having sex, you're like, oh my God, get a
Because
room.
you can
That's why get a
argue-
room exists.
You can
Shut
argue
your ass
in
up.
public without getting arrested. Imagine you're in line at Subway and someone just starts fucking.
But that's literally that's literally what I'm saying is that culturally, sure, is that culturally we think there's such an issue with sex.
Hear Ellie go, yeah.
I don't like arguing. But
Like,
it's,
Ar and I got in trouble before, like 7 years ago when we were fucking in the car. Security came. It was nighttime. We're in the parking lot of a hotel, parked way off. There's no one there. And security comes and knocks and shines the light. And I'm just like, now, if we were arguing, I bet you they wouldn't have done shit.
I see what you're saying. I get your point. That was a great way to break it down.
no, but still, sex in public is illegal. Arguing is not.
I was never saying sex in public. I'm talking about in a room. If they're your roommate, you dumb bitch. What are you not understanding about this? Roomy deal breakers, not in public at Starbucks deal breakers.
But you were saying you went on a tangent that was like, oh, in our society.
Yeah.
You stepped out of the room.
No, in our
and you walked
society,
into society.
if you live in an apartment, which is also society, and you hear people arguing,
Yeah.
which we hear all
We're
the
like, oh,
time.
leave him alone.
If you hear people having sex, you're like, get a room. Oh my God.
I see what you're saying. I do
You're wrong.
get this in
No.
that when I hear people having sex, I basically am like, they're allowed to do that. I'm going to move on with my life. I try not to have a get a room attitude about
Yeah,
it.
because you're not like
But
that.
if it becomes like performative where it's like they're
Yeah.
clearly trying to, like then it's like, no, thank you.
You see what happens when I have an opinion?
Oh.
See what happens when I
was
take
just
a
gonna
side?
say that whether I hear in my building someone having sex or arguing, either way, I'm getting closer to the wall and listening.
I am kind of a,
Voyeur?
yeah, when especially, I think more so with people are arguing. I need to know what they're fighting about and I need to take a side. I need to be like,
Oh.
she's right, dude. I need to know.
I'm always like, are you making her come or not? Like,
Because
be
it's like,
better.
oh, give them their privacy. Don't. Listen in.
I
Damn.
She needs backup. All right, here we go. Getting high in shared spaces.
It depends on what they're getting high with. Like getting high, or are they smoking in the area?
I think
'Cause you could-
if it's crack, if you know what I mean, like would that bother you less?
Like, what if you're
than
smoking weed out your window and it doesn't smell
Shared spaces.
in the
Shared
house,
spaces.
but
I
you're
don't think you can
high?
play this game anymore.
You're high in it, but you didn't smoke in
My
it.
answer
God,
is
you're
a deal breaker.
Like, what if
Smoke
you-
that shit
what if you do a
somewhere
vape?
else.
What if you do a vape and it doesn't smell, but you're still high?
Jules, what do you think?
Edibles fine.
See,
If there's smoke,
that's why
no.
I matter. Okay.
Unless they go crazy and they act like stupid.
Yeah.
But if they're like chill high, then I'm fine.
What about brings out a gun for
Guitar.
Guitar.
Whoa,
The camera
Esther.
was blocking.
Where is this going? Brings out a gun for
For
a
a
sing-along
sing-along?
when guests come over.
So that's what I would do. Is if there was a sing along, I would bring out a gun.
Bring on.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with this.
Yeah.
Bringing out a guitar.
Yeah.
No, you cannot.
Sosie brings out a guitar every time I go over for a sing along.
And you think it's socially acceptable to have sex in public? No, you cannot. It's very socially unacceptable to bring out a guitar.
Wait, hang on. When
Everyone
guests come,
knows.
so hang on one second.
It depends if I'm the guest.
Okay,
Okay.
Look, let's suppose you and I are roommates. You bring your little clan of friends. I don't like to use the word clan. Let's find a new word.
Okay, my crew.
Your crew. You bring your little gaggle of friends, okay? And you guys are chowing down on your gluten-free stuff.
Ooh, she dissed you just there.
Out I come with a guitar, and I'm like, guys, I got a song for you. And
No,
I'm just
I don't
trying
like
to
that.
fucking jam out
Yeah, I don't like that. That
and
I don't like.
serenade. And
Although it being you, I'm like, let's see where this is going.
Yeah, if it's you, I'm like, this bitch don't know how to play. This is gonna be funny as hell.
wait, I do know how to play one song by you two. All I want is you. Let me
Oh, it's
serenade
you too? Nope, I don't like it.
No Bono here, no Bono.
You know how
fans.
fucking you two somehow won't get deleted from Apple Music?
It won't.
And if it starts with A,
Yeah.
you know, when you just start playing, oh my God,
What
it
about
just
if
starts
someone,
playing.
if your roommate jerks off in the shower and it's like obvious?
No.
No.
They
If
got-
it's a
he's
male
hot, though.
and they're jerking off, no.
Why though? That's the place that they should do it in
Yeah.
secret.
But making it obvious like there's cum? No.
Where are they splooging?
in the Ebb bottle.
It's biodegradable, all of
Wait
it.
a second. I'm okay with him doing whatever he needs to do. You know,
Clean up.
keep it down a little
How
bit.
do they do it standing
And clean up.
I'll show you. I've seen it so many times. I walked in and I'm like,
Yeah,
damn
and
it.
the holding up against the wall.
Really?
Like they're so fucking weak.
It's like
they need to.
pathetic.
He's
guys have
laughing
both
because he's
seen
like,
it?
damn, I do that.
You guys have seen it? I've never seen that.
You never walked in on anyone jerking off.
No.
Dude, that's so funny. I love to try and catch R. Anytime he's in the shower.
weird. Jenna.
Horrifying.
Why?
That's horrible. No
Why?
one wants to be walked in on while they're jaying.
Oh.
They're jaying.
That's what we call
I think
it in
it's
our
so
house.
hot. I like that you say jaying because I don't like jerking off or
Yeah.
masturbating.
We say jaying.
Jaying,
Did you
I love
jay?
that.
Wait, have you ever walked in on someone jaying?
No, never.
I used to wake up to one of my boyfriends jaying next to me.
That's so gross.
I loved it
Ew.
because he would be like also kind of touching me.
I do not touch me when I'm still sleepy. I will claw your eyes out.
I was 20 years old.
I hate that shit. Leave me the fuck alone when I'm sleeping.
have you guys
start
had-
to ooh.
I loved it. I thought it was so cute and
Have
sweet.
you guys ever been walked in on while you're jaying?
That's so easy to cover up.
Yeah, no. Maybe I feel like as a kid when I was like humping everything, but I didn't know it was jaying.
You would hump inanimate objects.
I was humping everything and I didn't realize that it was like what I was doing. Like I'd be on the school bus and you know, it's like bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. And I would just like lay down on the seat and fucking like talk to people or whatever and think it was like no big deal.
That's sexual assault.
On
Maybe
an
that's
MTA
why I
bus.
feel that way about society.
Wait, I never had
I was, like,
sexual
8 years
urges
old.
at that age.
It wasn't sexual. It was like at a certain age you realize that like specifically females realize that like when they move up against something or hump something then it feels everyone's
didn't have
shaking their
that.
heads.
In second year high school at SDC, we had a girl get kicked out because she would scoot back and forth at the edge of her wooden chair and under her skirt.
Was it me?
Instead of like, honestly, I thought it was like really cruel that she got suspended for this because I'm like, she was trying to be discreet. She would just do one of these. She would just go to the edge of the wooden chair and she'd be like, like this.
Why do you do it so good?
And she would just like 1,000 yard stare.
Was it you?
It was me. And
That's
then I
so
moved
much
to
better than
America.
this.
Yeah, she got
That's really
suspended,
sad.
and I was like, "That's
Because I didn't know what I was
sad.
doing at
exactly.
that age.
You were just the public humper. Please forgive her,
Wait,
guys."
did you guys have that though? Did you guys hump when we were little?
Yeah, I think when I was 10, I had this big teddy bear, and I would like
Yeah.
role play and like
What?
like hump. Like he was my boyfriend.
Yeah. I
And
think
then
that's.
Cute.
That's so cute. Wait, did you do that?
I made my bears fuck. And then I made my Barbies scissors.
We're talking
That's
about if
different.
you.
I don't know. I'm sorry. That's worse. Me fucking a bear versus making my bears fuck.
Yeah, you fucking a bear is like normal. You're trying
No,
to
I'm
feel
with
pleasure.
you. I
You
did
just
that.
me. That's just like loser.
No,
Oh.
I got
I did
you.
that though with my friends and Barbies.
Were you ever playing with your dolls and then you'd be like, "Oh, my doll needs to fart."
What? But then it was just you farting?
Duh.
Wait, Esther, that's not the game I played.
That's not what we're
That's
talking
something
about.
different.
Guys, yeah, you remember when
Best friend
What?
Christina still brings it up that I did that.
that is so
Hey,
funny.
she's still my friend.
So you were expressing your needs through a doll.
Let's just move on.
I was breaking off the
Interesting.
legs of my Barbies.
That too. I gave Lisa her first period. Don't worry. And instead of changing their clothes, I would just pop their heads on different bodies.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's efficient.
Do you still have the bear that was your first boyfriend?
No.
Did he have a name?
I don't remember. I just know that I was humping him.
Yeah.
Actually, kids do that. It's fine.
I've seen most kids hump things, and then I always have to be like, hey, so this is I know that feels totally good because you don't want to shame.
Yeah.
I've nannied like a million kids, and you just say like, hey, totally, this is like your own special time, so you do it just on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's like, yeah.
Your own.
I feel like you're gonna shame Ace. You're gonna be like, what are you doing?
Oh, Donut. If she has any inkling of sexuality, I'm like, no, we're put that outside. Dave's always like, I think Donut's a lesbian. I'm like, do not sexualize her. It's so, I hate it.
You're weird, man.
You're gonna have to teach Ace the birds and the bees.
I wouldn't even call it the birds and the bees. Like, what are birds fucking bees? Like, why do they even call it that?
I will say though, this is so strange
I'm gonna
to
call
me
it
that
fucking for her.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You gonna fuck one day.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make it weird. Because making it weird makes it weird.
Jenna, can you do this? Can you take a picture of Esther and Dave and see what your mom, they fucked to make you.
Yeah.
They fucked.
See this? They went to make you, and
That's
now you're here, and
better.
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
You guys are so nasty.
No, because you're
You're the
actually
horniest
nasty.
one here.
Yeah.
We gotta end the show. She's giving horny looks.
We got to go for our own safety.
You're just,
What?
there's something wrong with you.
Esther.
Ew. All right. I don't know what this was today.
Well, congratulations, Jules. Congratulations, Ellie.
Thank you.
On your graduation. Congratulations to our only dropout.
Sound off in the comments if you're a graduate or a dropout or it never went.
Both are great. All are great. Go Beach.
Also, I'm the one you asked if you should drop out, and I said, yeah.
No, I think I told you. I think I said I think I'm gonna drop out. What do you think of that?
Yeah. We were
'Cause I
like,
had already decided.
you're like, we need to go on a walk. I have something to ask you.
Oh.
And then I said, like, yeah, you're going to be fine.
I
Totally.
did want your opinion, actually. Now that yeah,
And you were like, okay. And you left the next day.
I remember that walk.
Me too.
That's so crazy. Well, this has been our show.
I have a hair care line called Ebb Ocean Club.
And I used it this morning.
Thank you, Jenna. We all use it. It's great stuff. EbbOceanClub.com, on Instagram at EbbOceanClub. Jules, where can we find you?
Rudy Jules on Instagram. That's it.
Wow, a college graduate.
Wow.
A BBC.
Manifesting. I do stand up. I don't know when my shows are. You can get tickets somewhere. Follow me on Instagram. And Jenna has a deodorant line.
Natural deodorant. It works. By Tia Jenna. At By Tia Jenna. ByTiaJenna.com.
We have a Patreon.
Oh, we do.
So there's stuff out of every episode that gets cut out because it's like a too private personal thing. And it will be on the Patreon. So if you want to catch everything that we're saying and doing, it's all on the Patreon. And we have other stuff on there. But we have a vlog from today's episode. We have bonus content of topical stuff. So patreon.com/Trash Tuesday podcast. We'd love for you to check it out. I think that you like it. All right. We'll see you next week in the right episode.